This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken in at the 1. And some strong running. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Got it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry on the 6-6. Pull it high.
Twist. Check 31. Check 31.
Go. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert looking middle, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Check. Kill. Turn
Go out.
Kill. Turn up. Slam.
Get it.
On 1st down, Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Seahawks 17-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, foxtrot.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch out.
2nd and 5.
Check 26.
Now he steps away, and his pass incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Strong right. Four down. Check.
80 weapon.
Check.
from the gun. Herbert. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
10 Lobo. Here we go. X3, 218, chopper.
Now Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 5-4. I'm here all day.
Hey, lock it.
Tighten up.
Hey, zoom. Snap.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, alert 3. Switch.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And it's caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Out.
61, matchbox lights.
It's a safety cream.
Gone.
Watch out.
Look at me. Gone.
They'll run it with Elliott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. Then on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 81 yards. So talk about escaping danger from their own one, clear across the field now. They come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now it's Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Got it. Alert.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What? 280.
Right there. 54 Mike. Check tight. Check 24. Check 24.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey,
Rock it.
check. Crunch.
Hey, Alpha.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Don't get nervous. Right there.
From the gun, Herbert got an open man, the tight end Jarwin, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Topper! Bravo!
Check 50, check 50. Undercrunch. Joker. No. Off.
Five.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Tackle made by Deidrin Sinnott.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
22 jet bomber.
Shit, watch the shit.
Get it.
To throw on second down. Herbert throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike's by four. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
We own them. Look at me. Zipper.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, orbit.
54.
He's gripping.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going to sling this deep down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be.
Hey, Charlie.
54's Mike.
From the gun, Herbert, a dump off to Elliott. Given 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get in now, Hal. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Greystone travel.
Block 54.
Leo.
Right.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 3 buzz. 54 is Mike. 54. 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. From the left sideline, it's complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, it's Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
General West.
Kill.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Mike 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Man out.
Switch.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 20-yard line.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
54 Mike. Here we go.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Hey. Breathe, defense. 49. Check 49.
Back to throw. Herbert, and that's Elliott, complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Mike 54.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Fire.
From the gun on third down. Herbert, that one complete to Elliott. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check nine. Kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check. Lucky. Defense.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Down to lose 1. Mike's 54.
Hey, Alpha.
Stop your whining. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Coming!
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, lock it.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second and goal from the 1.
Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
14.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Touchdown!
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. All right.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Bravo!
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Look at me! Door! Pilot, ready?
2nd and 6. This to Jarwin. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
36-yard line.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Topper!
Shift. Under 10.
Hey, Sam off!
Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Rock it!
Here I come.
Hey, Delta!
Here I come. Check.
Hey, check Mike! Watch 55!
I got it.
5!
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he floated one out there, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Let's go!
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit!
Check. Fresno.
Greystone, travel!
Check 6 guys.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
You got nothing there. You got nothing. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
6'6", bullet high.
Watch the boot. Mike's 5'4".
Smooth.
Mike's 5'4". And let's get that.
Squeeze.
Watch the eye.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
General West.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, get away from him.
Hey, Charlie.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Hey.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get
Leo.
Whip.
Hey. Line 7. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken it around the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check. 12.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Right there.
54 Mike. Hey, here we go.
Friday.
Kill. Check it back.
On 2nd down now, Mixon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Let's go.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hard. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Hey, Haywood.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Oh, you got deep?
From the gun, Herbert looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
36. Kill. He's coming. 14. 54's Mike. Check.
They go play action with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now Joe Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They'll come out in the pistol. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. I don't think
Fair.
Slam.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's got the connection to Cooper. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, Echo.
Tackles. SOS.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Oh, yeah.
Hey, Wahoo.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go.
Buzz. Hey, lock it.
Mike's 54. Watch the screen.
Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Go on.
Let's go, Heavy.
Bravo.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
On the ball. Get it.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 54. Switch.
Go 14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll run it. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hey, 0.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They come up in an offset eye. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down, Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Watch 54, watch 54. Blue Dan, blue Dan.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Hey, Sam on.
Alert 3.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.